So I don't know where Nigel is. He told me to be here, and I've been waiting for a couple minutes. This nigga is tardy as fuck. He has the worst. He's always late, bro. I don't know what to tell y'all. He's never here on time, and I hate it. I don't even know why I'm a part of this podcast. Nah, that's the.
Welcome to the Bad Input Podcast.
Hey, there he
I am
is.
your host, Nigel. I am also here with co-host Ryan. Ryan. I just came. It's
You
raining
late as
outside,
hell.
and I was just trying to escape the heat.
You late as hell, fam.
Yeah.
Late as hell. I was telling them I was gonna quit if
Oh,
you
wow,
kept being
okay.
late.
Yeah, that would be. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that would be bad. That would be real bad.
Yeah.
So
make sure you're on time.
yeah, I could be better about climbing through the window. I could just
Yeah.
use the front entrance to the studio instead
Absolutely.
of climbing through the window.
This Ghostface studio, man, is really taking a toll on this, man.
Yeah, I think so too. I would agree as well. So how have you been doing, my
You
man?
didn't even put the fucking topics.
My main man. You know what? I didn't put the topics, but you know, I didn't put the topics in the chat.
See?
But you know what?
Yeah.
I only played 2 games, so
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
All right, cool.
I know what I know what games I'm going to talk about. I know what the topics. I'm going to just throw them at you and you're not going to expect what's coming next, okay?
Cool.
We're going to do it like that.
Off the dome, no problem. We
Yeah.
freestyling it this episode in my part.
Yeah.
I've been good, man. It's been a week, right? It's literally been a week. It doesn't. It feels like it's been shorter. I don't know. I'm good. Finished that last concrete slab in the back. Went to my great grandmother's house today. Cleaned the roof off because 4th of July is coming and there's a bunch of dead shit on the roof.
I feel you.
And
Yeah.
You don't want to start fires.
Yeah.
Saw my dad and my little sister. So I've been pretty good day, man. I saw a lot of family, talked to a lot of friends, and yeah, I'm happy, man. How you doing?
Ooh, that's just bussin', isn't it? Anyway, I've been good. I've been pretty good. It is hot as fuck everywhere, like all
Yes.
across the nation. I'm not sure if the heat is worldwide right now, but it is hot as a
It's
motherfucker.
ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. It's not fun. It's not a fun time. But I hate the heat. Do you prefer the heat or the cold?
I would rather being cold.
I feel like I used to when I was a kid. I used to prefer the heat because when I would think of summer, I would think of we're not in school. So it would confuse me that other kids would be like my favorite season is winter. I was like, but you're in school though.
Yeah.
So you don't even get to enjoy it.
Yeah.
And now that I'm an adult, this heat shit is no joke. I hate it. Is not the greatest. It's not super fun.
It's pretty bad. I like the winter because just like, see, I live in Southern California,
Yeah.
so I have a lot of options when I want to go places. Pretty much I can go to the beach. I can drive an hour to the beach. I can drive 2 hours to the desert. Well, about 3 hours. And then I could drive 2 hours to go up a mountain and see snow. So I'm pretty lucky.
You do have like a wide range of biomes. That's dope.
California is amazing for that. But
Yeah.
I mean, California after it snows, man, it's so fucking dope. I love it. Like you'll go up in elevation and it'll be snow, and then you'll come back down and it'll just be a regular ass city, like where no rain had even fallen. It's dope as hell.
Yeah, it is raining right now, and the rain does not cool off how hot it is.
Oh, that Midwest Southern groggy swampy feeling.
That
Ew.
swampy rain. Yeah, it's not. It's that swampy hot rain. It's not cooling us off. It's just making it worse and wet.
Hell no.
It's
I don't like
fucked
that.
up. It's fucked up
Mm-mm.
what God is doing to us. So what have you been playing?
Man, I played a lot of Black Ops Cold War with my homies and my friend. I'm lying. I played 3 games, but the third one is shitty too. Uh, Road Company, that shit is garbage, but
Road
I play
Company?
it.
I've
Yeah, cause
seen that, but I've seen that on
don't
sale, but I
play it.
haven't. Yeah,
Don't buy
it
it.
doesn't seem like a game I would want to play
Don't
anyway.
buy it.
Yeah.
Doctor Disrespect has a custom map on that game.
Why does he have that?
Don't know. I'm sure he got paid, but
Yeah.
it it's like
A bag's a bag.
it's yeah. It's not a fun game, but then I actually played something worth talking a little bit about. I started playing Grim Fandango, man.
Oh, that's a
Yeah,
classic. That's a throwback classic. That's from a
yeah.
while ago. Yeah.
I think it's pretty. I think it's
It's like
basically a point and click
yeah, it's
converted
a
to
point and click.
console.
It was made in the 90s or put out in the 90s, I believe, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
I really enjoy this game. I'm playing the remastered version because it's on Game Pass. You
Oh
bitch.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's great. I didn't know it was developed by Double Fine, so I'm playing a lot of Double Fine games
Oh. I didn't know
lately,
that.
subconsciously. But it makes sense because the game so far is really fucking great. It's funny. Basically, you're a Grim Reaper. There's several Grim Reapers. They all work in this building. I think it's Department of Death or something like that. The DOD.
Yeah,
And
something like that. You are a skeleton man.
yeah,
Grim
you're a
Reaper.
skeleton man, and what you try to do is you try to sell people the the fastest way to get to the afterlife.
Oh,
So
you mean do you just kill? You just sell them their death?
no, so when they die, you go to where they died at, and then you look on your computer, and then you track their life progress, and if they were a good person, they qualify for different travel packages to the
Oh,
afterlife.
okay.
Yeah, and if you a shitty person, you get like a stick with a compass, and you have to walk all the way there. Or if you're like a nun, you get a train ticket straight. It takes like 4 minutes and 58 seconds to get to the afterlife.
Yeah.
But if you're a shitty person, it could take 4 years to get to the afterlife. And
Oh, damn. Okay, that's
so
fucked up.
your
That's
whole
fucked
object your whole objective is to like get like a premium customer, which is the person you can sell the train ticket, and then as if you get uh more premium customers, your life sentence or your way into the afterlife becomes a shorter. So you're trying to pay off like your sins or anything or something like that.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And
I like that
as of
concept.
right now, you don't know what you did to be like a Grim Reaper because everybody who's working regular jobs are all paying off their sins to then go into the afterlife. And you're just you're trying to figure it out, but you're also trying to get premium customers and shit. But it's fun so far. I've gotten maybe an hour and a half in, and I cannot say anything bad about this game.
That's
It's
good.
great
That's good.
writing, great voice acting, music is fucking fantastic. Uh, Characters are interesting, funny as shit. The creepiest thing about this game, man, is going into the land of the living. That shit is creepy.
The land of the
Uh,
living is creepy?
yeah. So, in the first mission, because there's not really a mission structure, it's just continuous. But after you finished getting a driver, you have to get a driver, uh, and you go into the land of the living. You see the everybody's human in the land of the living, but the thing is, like, they're all like, you know how in ransom notes, like people cut up letters
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
then
like
put
for
it all.
magazines and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially, what the developers and the design team did, instead of it being regular humans, it's like humans, but all their body parts are cut up like from like magazines, so it like differentiates the people that are alive and just you a skeleton nigga. But like it's creepy as shit to me, at least. I could send you what it looks like. I'll send it to you right now. Let me see if I can find it. Top
Oh
left.
my god.
Yeah, man, it's fucking creepy as shit, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's
I'm probably gonna be playing this
terrifying.
one for a minute because it is like you got to find out how to do certain tasks. You got to do shit in order and shit
Okay.
like that. But yeah, man.
That's really cool. Yeah, now that you've told me about it, I'm pretty interested in checking it out cuz that sounds
Uh,
pretty cool and I like the aesthetic and shit. And I
yeah.
like the way the characters look and that picture of the living, what the
it's
fuck?
fucking creepy,
It's
dude.
super creepy. Yeah.
Uh, but other than that, I haven't played. I did play 5 minutes of State of Decay 5. I mean, State of Decay 2. I thought it was multiplayer, but it's kind of not multiplayer. So
I
I
think
just deleted that
I
shit.
think I played the first State of Decay. Is it the
I
top-down game?
nice. I know what you're thinking of.
That's a different thing. That's a
That's a
different thing.
different zombie game, but
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
State
It's
of
like
Decay is the one where you are. It's a third-person game where you're like, it's like an open world, right?
yeah, you're going through towns and then trying
Okay.
to get resources for your base and shit.
Okay. I heard the first one was good. I don't think I heard very much about the second one. You,
First one's okay.
yeah.
It's not. It's I don't know.
It's
But
not. It's not good. But
it's not like oh my god, like wow, wow. But I tried to download Vermintide 2, but I just noticed that it said installation stopped. So I don't know. But yeah, that's all I played this week. What'd you play?
I have only played a couple of things. I finished.
Yourself.
I did play with myself a few times. Ha ha ha! That was a great
Wow.
time. Could recommend to everyone. 10 out of 10. I did finish Mass Effect 2. So if you've ever played Mass Effect 2, or anyone that knows about Mass Effect 2 knows that the story is centered around this big assault on the collector base. The collectors are an alien race that's working for the Reapers and shit. But
Fire.
this big attack on the collector base. And since I've played this game before, the first time I played this game, this mission did not go very well for me. This mission, your party members, people that you've met can die canonically in this mission.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I went through, multiple people, like half my people died.
Oh shit.
In the game ends with like Shepard looking at a bunch of caskets. And he's like, "Damn, that's crazy." The first time I played this shit, he had like 5-6 caskets. That was so. On the second run, I thought that I would do better. I followed the instructions, upgraded my ship all the way, did all
I
the
know how many
loyalty
niggas you
missions.
lost.
I did all the all the loyalty missions. I became friends with all these dudes.
Uh-huh.
For some reason, there's one character that I did not want to die. There's a couple, but there was one character that died the first time that I did not want to die this time, named Thane Krios, the fish man.
Okay.
He's like one of my favorite characters in the game. He's really, really cool. He's just this fish dude that's like, man, I'm an assassin, but when the one time I killed for myself instead of being paid for it, I felt really bad about it. And he's just grieving over that. So I want to learn more about him, but this time he died again.
Damn.
He got so in the collector base, there's a bunch of, it looks like cicadas or wasps. There's like swarms of like insects flying around and shit. And in a cutscene, he just got taken away. Don't really know why. Don't really know. He just got in a cutscene. Like we finished a part of the mission, and then the cutscene started. We made it through the door, and Shepard looked back and was like, "Thane!" And a bunch of bugs came and took him away, and I never seen him again. That's the exact same way he died the first time I played it too. So it was just shit did not. When that happened, shit was not going that great. Immediately after that, Kasumi, a DLC character that I didn't have the first time, I had chosen her to hold off. Like you can, in this mission, you can select, there's parts where you select who does what specifically. Like you aren't doing it with them, but you can choose like this person is good at biotics, so I'm going to have them hold up a shield. or this person is very militant and has experience like leading a team, so I'm gonna have them lead the fire team or something like that. And it's depending on your choice, it's very much based on how well you know like these characters and what they can do and shit like that. So when you choose them, if you choose wrong, they're gonna die. Um, if you choose something that they're not good at, they're gonna die. I chose Kasumi to, I believe, I think like hold off a group of just a group of collectors, and I didn't have any other interaction with her besides that. And she immediately after Thane died, we closed the door. This bitch came in bleeding. Damn, Shepard, I can't believe they got me. And then she slid on the ground and died. And I don't. At least it's a DLC character that I have no attachment to.
Yeah.
But that was crazy too. She was a very useful party member. She I don't know what she's gonna look like in Mass Effect 3. I guess I'll have to do a full run of the series again to see what
so
happens.
is it connected?
Yeah, they're all connected.
Oh shit! So I'm guessing it takes like your previous game data and then it just imports it.
Oh, you didn't notice? Yeah. Mass Effect.
I knew they were connected, but I didn't know like. So.
Yeah, party members that you've and people you've just spoken to in 1 could appear in 3. Like all the like party members, especially like some of the party members carry over between all 3 games. And in Mass Effect 1, from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 2, in 2 you are working with a completely different team, almost a completely different team, but you do run into people from the first game and shit, and in 3 it all culminates, you meet everybody, you see everybody that you've ever met. And I don't know what Kasumi is going to look like in Mass Effect 3 because she's dead. So I'll have to do another full run through the series to see what she looks like. So this is the middle of the mission. I have 2 people dead. I've chosen right in every circumstance, I believe, except for with Kasumi. I've chosen right in every circumstance that I've been asked to choose a party member. And so you get to the boss. There's a part where your whole party member, or all your party members or crewmates, are like holding off a bunch of collectors while you beat the final boss, which is basically a giant Terminator. You're just fighting a giant Terminator, and your crewmates are holding off the collector horde while you fight, and for literally no reason. I've beaten the final boss. We are extracting everybody to get back onto the ship. The camera pans to a character that I didn't choose to do anything, and he's just dead on the ground. He's just dead on the ground. The character is Morden Solis. He's a scientist, and they were all. I looked this up afterwards. They were all just holding off the collectors, and I guess since Morden is not like the best soldier, he just died for no reason. If someone literally for no reason, like just out of nowhere, I was not expecting. Like when it flashed that he was just on the ground, I was like, "Is that even my dude? I didn't choose him to do anything."
Yeah.
And yeah, we left. There were 3 caskets. 3 of my crewmates died. I thought that I was gonna do better, but I did only nominally better. Still a great game. I love that game. That suicide mission is one of the coolest things I've played in a game. The fact that your crewmates can die is really, really cool to me. And it adds so much more. It like adds real stakes to what you're doing. Yeah. Like, because if you're not playing it right, they're just gonna die and you're never gonna see them again.
That's one reason why I have not started XCOM 2.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have XCOM 2 let me see. Which one do I have? I think I have the highest tiered version of that game that comes with all the DLC.
Yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, and then I haven't started it yet because I'm scared.
Does people perma-die in that game? Yeah.
People perma-die, bro. you know about XCOM, right?
Yeah.
How brutal it can be. Like, you can literally have a 99% shot and still fucking miss, bro.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
99% shot. You name this character after like your mother,
Yeah.
and they just die permanently
Fucking
for no
miss,
reason.
and then the person you shoot at has an ability. If you miss, they just can kill you immediately and shit like that. XCOM is different, bro. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna start it eventually.
Yeah, but Mass Effect 2, very good game. That suicide mission is the shit. I feel like no other game, maybe besides XCOM, has done that in such a cool, like, continuous story way that's all written out and shit.
Yeah.
But I beat Mass Effect 2 and moved on to Mass Effect 3, and man, the graphics upgrade between each game in this Legendary Edition is crazy because the armor looks so fucking cool. The armor, even the starting armor you get, it looks so
What are you
fucking
playing
cool.
on? PS5?
Yeah, PS5. But the starting armor you get looks so fucking cool. Everything looks so nice. Even your character looks really, really good. Everybody looks really good. Even the dude I thought looked like a monster in the first game, he looks fine now.
I know what you're talking about.
But you can also tell the huge gameplay differences between games. Like, Mass Effect 1 is very much an RPG. Mass Effect 2 becomes like a RPG shooter. Mass Effect 3 is just a shooter. It's just a straight up shooter. The guns feel like it's very much a very Gears of War kind of cover shooter, which is fun. I do really like it. And I'm having a lot of fun with the combat. The combat is super good.
Nice.
But I haven't gotten super far into it, but I'm really liking getting back into it because I really like regardless of all the shit that Mass Effect 3 gets, it does, well, I guess it can be kind of goofy sometimes, but I do really like how they set the story up and a lot of the moments in the story that, even if it's like out of context, is just a dramatic moment in a game, it looks... The way they direct some of these scenes look really cool, and I love the music in 3 the most. Like, the music in 3 is very, very good. It's very dramatic sci-fi and it's just very good. Like, it's very noticeable. Like, the first time I played this, I didn't notice the music in 1 and 2, but I definitely noticed it in 3, just because of how good it was. But 3 is a very good game. I'll probably talk more about it later, or next week, but I haven't gotten super far into it, and I don't remember a ton of it, so I'm enjoying that. And I think I'm going to try to play Disco Elysium this week. I'm going to try to play a bunch of Disco Elysium this week, because I feel like that would be a super interesting conversation, because it's an RPG. It's a very core, complex RPG, and there's just so much shit you can do, and I need to get back into it.
It is also coming to Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and Switch. But those versions are launching in the summer, so...
Oh, so it should come out soon then.
Yeah, no date on that.
I would play the shit out of this on Switch, actually. That would be a good port of it. But I think... I definitely think if you... Are you into RPGs? Like,
no,
very
I hate
heavy...
RPGs.
Really? You hate RPGs? Oh, okay.
No,
I was like, what? I was like, that's a very broad... Like, you hate leveling up?
Yeah. I've been meaning to play a bunch. Only one I can really say I really not even beat but played was Chrono Trigger. I didn't play much of it, but is there anything else RPG wise?
Yeah, you haven't played any Final Fantasy as well, so.
Nah, I'm cool on Final Fantasy though. Nah, Chrono Trigger's the only RPG.
Yeah, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. You play a lot of, well, you play a mix of things of everything besides RPGs, so.
Only thing I don't play is myself, pimping.
All right.
Is this War of Mine RPG?
That's like a different style of game. I feel like it's such a
survival 2D platformer.
Perhaps. I'm not really sure. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'll play Disco Elysium and I'll talk to you about how crazy Disco Elysium is, because
We've talked about it.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten super far into it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But let's.
I don't want to talk about
So, if anyone has a Netflix subscription, you've probably seen Bo Burnham Inside advertised to you, and I have watched it. I watched it the day it came out because I'm a huge fan of Bo Burnham, and fuck, man, that is a great comedy special. It's probably not super funny for everybody. I thought it was funny still, even with how depressing it is.
when he made the jokes, they were funny, but it's depressing as shit, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah. Because I didn't know what to expect going into this, and what I got, I'm very satisfied with. And everything was so well made. Everything was so well put together.
Yeah.
The lighting tricks he did for every single song, the setup for every single song, the fact that he did it all in a single room is fucking insane to me. How do you feel about it?
It was great. It was funny when it needed to be funny, but depressing, absolutely. So much so that I went into like a little depressed mode after, bruh. I was just like,
You started like spiraling?
bruh. I was like, fuck, dude, holy shit! Like
I could see that happening.
I
It was
just
very
I was-
real. It was
I
very
I teared up, bruh.
Yeah.
I let out a good tear. I went into the bathroom, didn't even do nothing, just sat on the toilet, not even, like on top of the toilet.
God damn.
Bruh, it fucked me up. It was crazy.
I feel like it's such a good culmination of one, the limitless creativity you have when you're by yourself, and
Yeah.
how much when you have limitless resources of what you can do by yourself. And it also showed how fucking depressing creating constantly and just the world has, how much that has a toll on you. Because man, after it's like I feel like it hit when turned 30, it became so much more depressing than beforehand, because it seemed like it was just very like I don't know, I can't tell if they were like acted, but it was so very much just a person being super fucking frustrated, like trying to make a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And he did that so well that I feel like it did definitely impact a lot of people have said that this special isn't funny, but it is it's a good special, but that it isn't funny, and that it tells a great story of like someone becoming super fucking depressed over time, especially in isolation during a pandemic. And it's so I love every part of it. I'm a huge fan of every part of it. I'm always a fan of someone being very real about their mental illness with their art, especially.
I really like that he even talked about like him 2020 was going to be the year he returned back to comedy.
Yeah.
At least on the stage. Oh, there goes my headphones. And then how the pandemic just fucked that all up for him.
Yeah.
And it kind of made it worse.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. Yeah, man. Holy shit. What was your favorite song?
My favorite song, the one that I think about when I think of the special, is the internet song. The one about the internet.
Mine too.
Really? It's
is
so
my
fucking
favorite.
Good. It's so fucking good.
Oh wait, the internet song, is that Funny Feeling?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Welcome to the Internet.
Yeah, Welcome to the Internet. Yeah. Oh, did you mean Funny Feeling? Funny Feeling is the one where he has the backdrop and the guitar, and he was that is
Welcome
also
to the Internet is great too. Yeah.
Yeah, but Funny Feeling is also an unironically very good song. It's also about climate change. Did you notice that?
Is it?
Yeah. Like he mentioned something water at your door or something like that. But
Uh,
it's some of the songs have such a depressing tone to them. Like even if they're like, I don't even think Funny Feeling is trying to be funny, but a
no.
lot of the songs have a very depressing realism to them, even if they're
Yeah.
trying to be funny, which is I really enjoy because he nailed every single song. I feel like
Like, which one was it? Is it not unpaid intern? What's the one with the sock puppet? Is that
that's how the
comedy?
world works. That's how the world works. Yeah,
Yeah.
where he ripped the sock off at the
Yeah,
very end
yeah,
and
yeah,
killed him.
yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that was. If you haven't seen Inside, also, you should leave.
Spoiler.
I,
Yeah.
I should have did that a minute ago. Yeah. If you haven't seen Inside, go watch that. It's a very good. It's an hour and a half worth of very good jokes and very sad depression.
Man,
And everything works. Every part of it is very. Is there any part you didn't like?
the sad parts. Because they made me sad. I don't know. I can't remember what part of the special it was, but when he like got just like I think it was the angriest part of the entire time where he like ran through all the lights and just threw shit and turned shit
Oh
off.
yeah, yeah.
That part, man, that just really just not I don't want to
Not that
say
you
I didn't.
disliked it, but you could
Yeah,
feel it. Yeah.
yeah, it was too
That
fucking raw for me. I don't.
things like that, yeah, things like that in the special really, because it's such a huge contrast from the haha funny song,
Mm-hmm.
and just immediately it's very because it feels so real because I feel like I've done this as well. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten really frustrated and just push shit out of my way,
Yeah.
and it's such a great contrast, but it's so perfectly balance. It's so perfectly paced that you can feel his frustration in
Mm-hmm.
making what he's trying to make. Because also everything is done so well that he's obviously using all of his creative energy on this. And of course he's if shit isn't working out, it's when you're making shit and shit just it just doesn't feel like you're making good shit and
Yeah.
you just start getting fucking frustrated. Like this I feel like this special it's super good, but it's such a perfect representation of that.
Yeah.
Being super fucking frustrated with everything you see and creating to a point where it starts taking a toll on your mental health.
Bro, I didn't think it was gonna take this hard of a dive.
Yeah,
You
also wasn't
didn't.
expecting it.
You
Yeah.
didn't prepare me. You was like, yeah, you should watch it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I feel like it would have
You
spoiled
should
it to
watch
say.
it. And then I was like, yeah, I don't feel like supporting white people anymore. And he was like, oh, okay, nigga. And then I was like, all right, I really gotta sit down and watch this. So I watched it. Good. I was home alone. Nobody was here. House is quiet.
It's a good thing you didn't watch it with like friends thinking it was gonna be like a funny
Nah,
thing.
yeah. I'm glad I watched it. I think it wouldn't. I think that since I was home alone and I really got to just sit there with no background noise,
Oh yeah.
I was able to completely focus on it, and man, I was like, okay, yeah, this is good. We're gonna be talking about social issues and it's gonna be funny the entire time.
Yeah.
And then he sits on that stool and he just watched the timer till it's 12. And I'm like, oh, okay, we're gonna keep going, and then we keep
Yeah.
going, and then at the end, it finally looks like it's gonna be happy, and then he tries to get back inside the room,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it does not end on a happy note at all.
It's so good because he's the you know that the building anger and depression and frustration is building up because he's isolated for so long, and
Hmm.
when he goes outside he realizes that he didn't want to go outside the whole
Hmm.
time, thinking that things are going to be feel better to him, and then realizes that he never
It's
enjoyed
just as
being outside.
bad.
It's just as bad,
Yeah,
and he can't just go back in because he has shit to do. Now that you're
yeah,
back outside, you have shit to do.
Yep.
And I feel like one, that's a perfect ending for this, especially after, because he, from beginning to end, he was in this single room, and I'm sure the fact that he recorded this over a year, I don't know if he was just alone all year, but man, I'm sure that fucked him up.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when shit is opening back up now, like, I don't want to go outside. I still
Now
don't
with
want to
this
go.
fucking variant going around, they talking about closing everything again. I'm
That's
like,
crazy. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I even though I'm not vaccinated yet, even when I get the vaccine, bro, at my job we have the option to like take our mask off and shit. I'm not taking my mask off around random ass people. No
Yeah.
fucking way.
Yeah.
But the on the lighter note, we'll come back to the sad shit. That's always gonna be there.
Okay.
Well, no, this shit got depressing too. On the uh when he did the fake vlog shit and then he kept reacting to it.
Oh yeah.
How do you think he did that?
I I love that part because I love every part, but I love that part specifically because of how cool that trick is. But I'm sure he wrote, I don't know, man. He wrote down a long ass script and just read it straight,
Yeah.
and but you
Because
have
it
to have the
immediately
exact timing
starts.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's crazy because he's so good at this shit. He's so good at timing shit because he had to
yeah.
do it on stage as well, which I'm sure is way harder than just doing it when
Yeah.
you're editing. But he the way that there's a lot of tricks in this. The way that the reaction video is really cool, but there's also the you remember the part where he was like playing a game, where he
Yeah.
was like playing his life. I feel like
Yeah.
every part is like a representation of how it feels to just be stuck inside and shit.
Yeah.
And the fact that one, he was playing a day in his life, and that he just kept he didn't do anything but cry.
All he did was cry, yeah.
Yeah, he was playing his life. He did nothing but cry. But I noticed that there was a moment way earlier, like
With the there was a little like maybe 2 frames worth of him just on the
yeah.
bottom right screen.
Yeah, when at the beginning when the plane went over him and it was just that, I felt like man, this dude is like a genius.
Yeah.
Cuz yeah, he's been, of course this is how you feel, like you're playing, like when you're stuck inside for so long, you feel like, and you don't see or interact with anybody, you don't feel like a real, like a fully functioning person. You
Yeah.
feel like you're just going about your routine and how you just going on instinct basically, or feeling like someone else is in control.
Yeah.
And I feel like this shit is so well made that I feel like there's like hidden messages all throughout it.
I'm
But that is my
have
favorite.
to watch it again, but not right now.
Yeah, I'm
Not right
gonna watch
now.
it again too. But I feel like there's so many hidden messages in it, and that is my favorite one. The fact that he's stuck, it feels like you're stuck in a simulation. And shit like that, like the genius way everything is set up. How do you feel about the music also?
Oh,
As a
dude,
music man.
he's fucking great.
Yeah.
I don't think there was one song I did not like.
Yeah. Because everything was catchy, everything was like nothing felt like he didn't put not a single song in this felt like he didn't put enough time to it.
Yeah.
Which is insane.
I really like that in Goodbye he returned to a lot of the same things from earlier songs.
Yeah.
Like I think comedy is in there somehow.
Yeah.
Like the song comedy, not just the idea.
Yeah, how are you trying to be funny at a time like this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, but That Funny Feeling is my favorite song. Hands
that is
down.
a really good song.
I
need to look at the lyrics of it too, because when I first saw it, I didn't understand what was happening because he wasn't doing like just outright jokes.
Yeah.
But actually listening to the lyrics, and it's also just a good song, but also listening to the lyrics, it has a lot of meaning behind all of it, which is really good. man, this is just such a goddamn good special. It like I feel like watching this made me want to create better shit.
Absolutely, bro.
Because even though it's obviously at the toll of your mental health and shit like that, but it's such an impressive thing that he did all of this by himself. It's so insanely impressive and
I
so
enjoy
insanely creative.
the camera angles he used. I enjoy the lighting he chose.
Also, he put the album on. He put all of the songs on like Spotify, so you can just
Yeah,
listen to it.
that's where I have it. I liked it already. I have 2 songs on here. Goodbye and that funny feeling are liked. For sure they're in my playlist.
I wish I was as good because he's good at everything he does, which is insane
Yeah.
to me. The songwriting, the editing, the writing. I just said that. The writing, the editing, the set production. Every single part of this, I feel like he nailed, and it's probably my favorite special by him. I don't know if you've seen his other ones.
I haven't seen. No. Did you see? I like how he like dressed. Basically, he looks like Jesus Christ, and he had the light.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That was
The
dope.
I'm problematic one.
Yeah. Bo Burnham. Great job, bro.
Yeah, great, amazing job. 10 out.
Great
This is
fucking.
this is a 10 out of 10 fucking thing to me.
Oh,
This is
without a fucking doubt.
it's
Without a
so
doubt.
everything about it. Everything about it. I want to steal camera angles from it. Like
Yeah.
I want.
I wonder what cameras he used, man.
Yeah. Like even little things like the zooming in on the camera lens staring at you.
Dude,
Like that fucked with
fucking
me.
great.
Yeah. every part of it. Like
Yeah.
each angle was you can tell that every single thing was done by him because every single thing feels intentional.
My thing is, well, this is not his first time directing anything.
Yeah.
Um,
I still need to watch that special you mentioned that he directed.
yeah, he directed. Oh my God, why can I not remember his name right now? I see his face.
Chris Rock?
Not Chris Rock.
Chris Rock directed one of his specials. I don't know why I said that. I know he
Uh,
didn't direct a Chris Rock special.
Gerard Carmichael.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or I think it's Gerard. I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah.
But yeah, you gotta watch that one. The shit they do in that one is really good too, man. The opening sequence it's kind of crazy in that shit.
Okay. Is that on Netflix?
Nah, that's on HBO Max.
I have HBO Max, so I could check that out.
I think I'll make sure. But fucking phenomenal job, man.
Yeah, dude, this is a phenomenal fucking special.
The scariest thing was that I can't remember what song it was, but he finished the song and he was like, "I'm gonna do another take."
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it was I think it was the song that he ended the special with.
Really?
He only sang like a part of it, and he didn't use it anywhere. It was just him on the ground. It was just him on the ground, right? It was just him on the ground recording the song, and then
Yeah.
he stopped and said, "I'm gonna do another take."
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that was
not.
used for the end.
I don't think it was that one because he maybe did it twice. He finished the entire song and he was like, "I'm gonna do another take," and that was so scary to me
Why?
because we as creatives will do something very fucking good and it still won't be enough.
Yeah, because he literally he did because that's what he used. I'm pretty sure that's what he used, and
He used that entire one.
striving for perfection. It's something that it's such a very like if you make shit, I feel like you'll be able to relate to every part of this, to
Yeah.
every part of the struggle of trying to create shit, especially when you creating shit while it's fucking you up. I feel like, man, he spoke to me in this. Like every part of this, I feel like is such a he's been like ahead of his time for like forever. He had a show on MTV called Zach Stone is Gonna Be Famous, that came out in like 2012 or something like that, and it
Mm-hmm.
was about being like essentially being like a YouTuber before YouTubers were like a mainstream thing. And the show got canceled because it was so far ahead of its time. And there are jokes in there that are he makes jokes about TikTok before TikTok exists.
Oh, there was something in my on my YouTube timeline
Yeah,
about that, and I did not watch it.
I watched.
Uh,
Yeah, Zack Stone is Gonna Be Famous is a really good show. But you should definitely check that out. It's he. I can tell you what the joke is. Basically, he made like a very short song. He plays it for his friend, and he's like, people don't want to hear their favorite song. They just want to hear their favorite part of their favorite song, and that's what I'm
mm-hmm.
gonna do this for. Which is essentially TikTok.
Yeah.
He's so ahead of his time, and I feel like he speaks to I don't want to sound pretentious with this, but I feel like he speaks to people who create shit and creative people in a very specific language that only he can do, because I haven't seen anyone talk about topics like this with such dead accuracy that you can feel what he's trying to tell you as he's saying it or as he's doing it or
I
as
think
he's like
it's
demonstrating it.
I think it's because we have the visual element as well.
Yeah.
If it was only audio, I don't think it would have been as,
Of course not. No.
because we literally saw this man go from, regular looking Bo Burnham to a savage. He looked like he hadn't showered in months. And part of this shit, like, just how overgrown his beard and shit was. Hey, he got great beard genes, man. It's insane. I wish I had those genes.
Yeah.
But I think we've come close to like people being so. I think hard on the sleeve is that's a good term, right?
Yeah. Heart on their sleeve, wearing their heart on their sleeve. Like very open about how they're feeling
Yeah, with
and
people.
what the shit they're doing makes them feel.
Yeah, Mac Miller for sure is one of those people. Kendrick for sure is one of those people. But I don't think anybody has ever come this close for sure.
Yeah, I feel like I also appreciate this on such an insane level because I can see, like, he started out on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and I can see his growth is something you can just look at. Everything he's done, you can see is a part of his story. Every single special that he's done, every single TV show that he's done, he's only done a couple TV shows. He's done a couple movies, but I can see, like, I'm looking at parts of Inside, and I can visualize him back in his like bedroom in like 2007 or 6. And it's such an insane growth because he's been doing this. This is basically a bunch of YouTube videos in one thing. Because he has control of every single thing, and he utilizes like YouTuber shit, and he utilizes YouTuber shit in it multiple times.
Absolutely.
And you can tell, like, if you go back and watch like his old shit, you can see the evolution of all of it culminating into this.
What was the outfit that he said that was problematic? Was it Tarzan?
I can see like limitless creativity, limitless resources. You have everything you could ever want, and you are using all of your creative energy on one special that you're doing. And it's something that also has stuck with me since I first watched the special is the moment where he's sitting next to the camera and he says, "I'm not doing well," and then he just starts crying.
Yeah.
And then the camera zooms into the camera lens, and that fucked me up because I was like, I started thinking about it real hard. I was like, God damn, that was nuts. Yeah,
It was Aladdin.
it was Aladdin. Yeah, it was Aladdin. Yeah, okay, that makes more sense.
Why would that be problematic?
Because he mentioned that he didn't wear brown face, but it still felt kind of weird.
That's so weird that society would make fun of you for wearing the Disney character.
But yeah,
Jesus.
this is a special that I feel like I definitely needed. It needed something that was a representation of, because I haven't seen anything like, well, anything to this extent done this well before. Because I'm sure there's tons of shit about like creative people being depressed, but nothing that is so perfect or perfectly tailored to how I think of it as creating all this great shit. All of it, every single part of this is great, and still feeling like it's not good enough, and still like feeling super fucked up about it. Like sitting there and feeling like I'm not doing well. I'm not like I'm trying. I've been making this special for a year, and this shit is so fucking frustrating. And trying to, like, it's just so perfectly defined in this.
It was so odd seeing him watch shit that we just watched while he's eating
Yeah.
a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, that too. Like the scenes of him, like the scene. Like, it was when he did the FaceTime with your mom or something like. No, it was the white woman's Instagram one, and then immediately after it was him watching the video over.
Yeah.
And I was initially I was like, yeah, that's really fucking funny. But watching back or thinking back on it after watching the rest of the special, I was like, that was a really good song. That was hilarious. But watching it back like in the dark by yourself and shit.
Overly obsessing about it.
Yeah, obsessing over
Hating-
every detail.
Yeah, hating one out of place thing in a frame in the back.
Yeah. Like I've had shit like that. Like I've made shit and just gotten super frustrated that I don't want to like refilm something, that I just give up on it entirely. I also wonder how many like things that he left on the cutting room floor, because I'm sure
I haven't seen anything, like he hasn't talked about this thing at all. I don't think anybody's
he's a very quiet dude. Like he doesn't really do a lot of interviews. He used to when he was earlier in his career, but
yeah, I think the last prominent one was the H3 podcast.
Yeah, I think that is the last. That was a while ago too. So
yeah, that was back when their old logo, like the brown logo.
Yeah,
but I would just love to talk to the guy, man. I mean,
it's like I do. He's such a. I would want to know how he's thinking of shit like this, because it's so perfect for how I feel about creating shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's written so well that I feel like he has so much experience doing this, and like you can tell how much he's been thinking about this by how well put together this is, by how great it's like a storyline basically throughout the whole thing. Because I've watched all of his specials. Have you seen all of them?
Mm-mm.
I've watched them all from, I think it was Words or something. It was the first one. But the evolution of it is just so great to see, and I'm super happy that he released this special, and I'm super happy for him, because he did a fucking great job with this.
Yeah. Shouts out to Bo Burnham, man. We hope you happy out here, bro.
Have you seen Make Happy? At the end of that, it's a really good special. You should definitely watch that too. It's a stand-up one.
Which one is the one where he starts off with like, pick up the something and burn them. I feel like I've seen the start of one, but I haven't seen them all. No.
I watched a couple of them right before this came out. I don't remember that exactly, so it may have been an early.
It came out of nowhere. Was there any like press for this?
He just posted that he was gonna release it. So that's how I like a rollout too. So
yeah,
yeah, this shit is about to come out, bro.
I'm surprised Netflix picked it up, man.
His past specials are super good.
That's not one that'll attract a lot of people.
Yeah. You should definitely watch Make Happy. Make Happy is more of a, it's a really good stand-up special, but it's more of a stand-up. He's on stage, and he can get into depressing parts, but he's on stage, so he obviously can't depress the audience for too long.
Yeah.
But that's a really good one. At the very end of that, he does like a song at the very end, like away from the audience, and he plays a song that has made me cry a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah, because the special is called "Make Happy," and he's playing on piano, and he's like singing like you should watch the special. I don't want to spoil it for you,
I'll watch
but you should definitely watch it because that shit has made me cry a few times.
Nice.
It's man, I love. There's nothing you can appreciate more than an artist or a creative that puts all of their emotion and all of their thoughts and their want to put out something they enjoy into their art, because you can feel it with everything he does. Everything he does, I can tell that he really wants to. He obviously cares a shit ton about what he's making.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants the people watching it to take away a message from it and be happy that they took part in it.
Yeah.
But Make Happy is super good. Definitely watch that. It's not as depressing of a special, but that ending did make me cry. But yeah. You have anything else to say?
Nah, man. Go watch Inside, man.
Go watch Inside.
Maybe you could watch it with your girl, your boy.
I watched it. I did watch it with my girlfriend. Yeah. I laughed at parts, and like there was parts where I was like, oh.
Yeah, man.
I was like, oh.
Watch it by yourself. Just watch it. Give it a try. If you're a creative like us, you'll feel that shit hard. I mean, you don't even have to be a creative to just have empathy.
Yeah. Yeah. And if it's not even limited to being creative in terms of like being a YouTuber or something.
Yeah.
It's like anything. If you make art, if you do anything that you put your heart into, if you make anything that you have to put thought into, it'll definitely reach you on some level, at least, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because it's all about the frustration and the challenges and the mental toll being creative takes on you, and it's done in such a great way that doesn't overdo it at all. I feel like every part where he was just super frustrated or super depressed, not that it came out of nowhere, but I could feel like it feels like it just makes sense. Such a great representation of just going through it, man. He was going through it, bro. He was going through it. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this episode of the podcast. Inside is very good comedy special. Go watch it. But tell them where they can find you.
Oh shit. Self-promotion time. You can find me at on Instagram at civilian SIV_ILIAN, Twitter Ryan with a gap. I'm on Bandcamp, I'm on SoundCloud too. Don't know why I was gonna bring that up. Spotify. But yeah, go ahead and give me a follow if you feel like it. I'm just me. And where can they find you at?
You can find me at Uncolored P. You can also find me crying from watching the special. You could also find me on Instagram as Uncolored Page. You could also find me on TikTok on Uncolored Page, because I've started.
Oh yeah, you made a new one.
Yeah, I started making
TikToinks.
TikToinks. Yeah, I started making. I'm gonna make more of them because it's such an easy thing to just do in the middle of the day. And I have a bunch of fun ideas for what I can do there. So if you are a TikToker, shout out to TikTokers. Hey, if you enjoy TikTok, come check the one video I've put out so far out. But yeah,
it's about pickles.
basically. But every week I well, not this week, but usually weekly, I am streaming on For All Nerds, and I will be playing Final Fantasy VII Remake next time I stream, and there will be some surprises. I'll be I'll maybe look different when I do. I'll probably look a bit different when I start streaming Final Fantasy VII.
Nigga with the giant sword.
You ain't had to spoil it.
Yeah, that
basically,
was a crazy guess. What's that nigga name?
Cloud?
Yeah, he gonna be dressing as Cloud.
Yeah, okay.
That's fire. You could cut that out if you want to.
Well, I'm gonna leave it in because it's funnier if I do.
That's funny.
But yeah, thank you for watching this episode of the podcast. We enjoy making this show, but not to the point where it makes us cry, thankfully.
Absolutely not.
We have never sat here on the podcast and cried. Yeah. Maybe one day we will. Maybe one day that'll happen, but we'll see.
Hopefully for good reasons.
Yeah, hopefully for good reasons.
Not depressing reasons.
Not just because I'm making it. Yeah. That would be fucked up. But yeah, thanks for watching the show, and we'll see you guys later.
Peace.
I'm gonna head out.
Wow, he's leaving. Make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, like, hit that bell notification. Leave us a question, an answer to this question. How did you feel about Inside? We would love to know.